Diamondlot, The Diamond Squad. By Eric Waugh. Chapter 24. The Great Island Turtle. After defeating their colossal foe, everyone fell to the ground exhausted. They had a big laugh together after the shared struggle they had. Everyone that seemed so different from one another had something in common. It was a beautiful moment, but it wouldn't last as the entire island began to shake. All at once they looked back at the sealed den, and breaking free from its prison was the Leviathan. Resurfacing back into the world, the Leviathan was ready to dive into the open sea and wreak havoc on Diamondlot. Despite being at their wits' end, Nathan, Bella, Gia, Zaid, and Lilu stood to face the beast once again. Unfortunately, the Leviathan no longer saw them as a threat and blitzed past them, knocking them aside without even trying. After being cast aside, they watched as the Leviathan reached the sea. They had the look of worry on their face, all except Zaid, who seemed calm. He told everyone not to worry, but everyone looked at him as if he had lost his mind until the island shook again. The true form of Turtle Isle was revealed as the Great Island Turtle. With its appearance, the Leviathan shifted its attention to its former adversary. The Leviathan engaged its opponent, but in seconds the Great Island Turtle had defeated the giant monstrosity by biting its neck and slamming it hard into the sea. Because the Leviathan wasn't originally from this world, its body withered and scattered into the winds. The Great Island Turtle guided everyone onto his front legs so he could move everyone into a position where he could see them. Nathan, Bella, Gia, and Lilu were awestruck when they saw the sight of such a majestic creature. They continued to stare, but Zaid assisted them in kneeling to pay respect to the noble animal. The Great Turtle first thanked Zaid for his unwavering resolve to protect the Turtle Isles throughout the years. He then thanked Gia for saving the turtle population from going extinct. When he finished speaking, the Great Island Turtle placed its giant leg over the 4 injured Grek and not only healed them but reverted them back into little turtles. Then the wise turtle turned to Bella, Nathan, and Lilu and thanked them for helping save the Turtle Isles as well. The mighty turtle told Gia and Zaid that their services on Turtle Isles were no longer required. He promised them that the population of turtles would be restored and they were free to pursue their destiny. With one last thank you, the island turtle returned everyone to the island and then fell back into its deep slumber. Having been on the island for so long, both Gia and Zaid had no idea what else they could do. So Bella asked them for their assistance in their battle against the Mad King. Zaid kindly accepted, while Gia assured everyone that the Mad King wouldn't stand a chance with her on their team. They all had a good laugh about Gia's comment until they realized that they had no way off the island. They all looked clueless until they heard a noise coming from the sky. It was Sebastian on his griffin, and he brought along Guranjan the shopkeeper. Sebastian gave his usual introduction, but Nathan and Bella immediately went to Guranjan. They wanted to catch up with her as they were low on supplies and needed to restock. After Bella and Nathan told her what they needed, Guranjan grabbed her stash from the griffin and gave all the items that the duo requested. While this was going on, Sebastian agreed to help fly Zaid and Gia back to 5th Guard. Sebastian was rushing Guranjan, but she had one last item to give Bella and Nathan. Bella was hoping for a new weapon, while Nathan wanted more food. However, to their disappointment, the shopkeeper handed them a scroll. She tried to explain that it was a town portal scroll, but since they lacked interest, she let them figure out on their own how to use it. After that, Guranjan began making her way to Sebastian, meaning Bella and Nathan were about to head in the opposite way, but Lilu was standing still with her head down. Bella knew that Lilu was worried about Chelsea and wanted to see her again. She told the dragon to fly over to everyone else who was headed back to 5th Guard. Bella assured Lilu that she would be fine with Nathan watching her back. She reminded Lilu that she would return to see both her and Chelsea in 5th Guard once they found the last marked warrior. Both Nathan and Bella watched as Sebastian commanded his trusted griffin to take off with Zaid, Gia, Guranjan, and Lilu. Now that everyone else had left, Bella and Nathan had to figure out how they were going to leave the island. Thankfully, bursting out of the water was a large turtle that came to the surface. It stopped near Bella and Nathan, welcoming them aboard. Before hopping on, the two shouted thank you to the Great Island Turtle for sending them a transport turtle. With that, they were on their way to locate the final warrior.